Hola.
Hi.
Bienvenidas a Super Mamás.
Super Mamás.
This is Paulina.
And this is Bricia. We're moms and sisters.
I have two beautiful girls, Krista who's 4 and Sabina who's 1.
And I have a handsome baby boy, Eduardo Santiago. And we welcome you to the Super Mamás Sisterhood.
We're here to help one another, inspire one another, and support each other through the ups and downs of motherhood.
I hope you guys enjoy the show.
Okay, ¿listas?
Here we go.
Hi, Super Mamas. This is Paulina, and this week on the podcast, we have the 411 on kindergarten and school overall. What's a magnet? What's a charter? What's an ASA? No, SAS? I don't even know. Anyway, so it's overwhelming, but I'm sure it's going to be very helpful for you guys. Okay, so we hope you guys enjoy the show.
Again. I missed that one.
Hello. I sounded like Krista. Hello.
I told you, we end up, it's like sounding like our kids.
I know.
So when you speak to me, don't mind if I sound like a 10-month-old. That's his new thing. He looks at everything and then he points. And he's like,
you're his transportation.
Pointing at everything. Yes, that's a door. Yes, that's a car. So what that might just be like how I communicate from now on.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Are you still sick?
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
I don't know. You know how I'm getting really skinny too? I think I'm just...
I mean, you've been skinny.
No, but now I'm just looks like the freaking wind's gonna carry me out. Like, it's not cute. Like, people like, you're so skinny. Like, the other day, my friend's like, you're really skinny. But like with this face of like disgust.
And then she handed you a burger.
Like, fuck. I get it. It's not like I'm it's like I'm not eating.
Well, what are you doing? Because I need to get on that.
I don't know.
Maybe
this weekend I went to this really fancy health store that we have here in LA. Have you been to that place called Air One?
Yeah.
By the Grove?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the epitome of LA-ness.
Yeah. I've been
you
there.
know, like a gallon of milk is like $20.
What?
Because like the milk is like, I don't know, some farm in Oregon. That, like
the back, it's on the back. The cow's in the back of the store, and they went to get it, and it's right there.
Pretty much like the milk. Like the cow was massaged 10 times, and
Jesus Christ.
it's like some special diet, and it's like the epitome of like this Air One. If it's here, it's good for you. I'm like, if it's here, it's expensive,
and it's not good for your wallet.
And it's not. But anyway, I went because I haven't gone over this cold that I've had for, I don't know, a month or something.
More than a month.
And yeah, more than a month. And I honestly think that I just need maybe like more vitamins. I don't know. I mean, and I stopped taking the postnatals when I stopped breastfeeding. And I think I shouldn't have. I should have taken them.
Yeah.
Or changed or kept taking vitamins. So I bought these really good vitamins. I went and I was like, okay, what do I need?
Give me what I need.
I was like, okay, can you please, number one, you enter the vitamin section of this place. I put it on my Snap. And I'm like, I don't know what to get. Like, I feel like there's all these pills, like ginger pills, onion pills, turmeric pills, daily pills, salmon pills, fish oil pills, like green stuff, probiotics. I'm like, dude, like, for like, what do I need?
One of each. I'll take one of each.
No, but the lady that they're actually very helpful. I guess that's why they're so expensive, because the people they hire actually know what to talk about.
Yeah.
So the lady gave me like a woman's pill that I researched it, and it's actually a really good company. I don't remember the name of it right now, but we'll put it on our show notes, supermamaspodcast.com. So she told me to get, like, it's very important that we take like a woman's vitamin pill.
Supplement, like a supplement.
So 2 a day. Oh, look, I have it here. I'll show you the pill. I have the second one I got, but it's like this big green pill. Then she told me, she's like, do you take any fish oil? I'm like, no. She's like, okay. So she took me to the fish oil section, and I started this morning. It's not even capsules. I actually take fish oil.
Ew.
Like you put it in a teaspoon and you drink it in the morning. Yeah. And she told me I needed a probiotic.
Yakult.
Yeah, I know. I used to love Yakult. So in the morning, I take my woman's daily pill, and I take a second pill. At lunch, I'll take a second one. Then my fish oil, it's the actual oil, and then the probiotic or whatever it's called.
I'll see. We'll see. I'll see in a month if it works, because you take all these things and you just keep getting like skinnier and skinnier. So I don't know.
Maybe I do get skinnier. But anyway,
maybe vitamins make you skinnier.
I don't know, but I feel like, because I was starting to feel like, I don't know, like I really needed vitamins. Like I felt it. Like I was like, shouldn't we take stuff?
I don't know. Should we? I mean, I think, yeah.
I'm not a dietitian or anything, but
I think I'm at my age. It's like I've read so much that at my age, that's what I should be doing. Just starting taking all the supplements, because at the 40s, that's when my body is gonna it's gonna go down.
Okay, so here was the breaking point for me. My hair is like, I really got already that thing that you had that I would make fun of you for.
Yeah, you never did.
I never did what?
You never lost hair.
Oh. Because I know how to hide it when I do my hair. Yesterday, look at this. Do you see this? I should post a picture of this, maybe in our private group where no one can see it. I put it on my Snap. But look at this, because it goes away in 24 hours. So embarrassing. And I got so worried. And then I started thinking about how I should have really started taking care of my skin in my 20s.
Yes.
So in my 30s, my skin would be good. Mm-hmm. So now I'm taking really good care of my skin, but I feel like it's easier to prevent than to fix.
Yeah, I think we talked about this before, because you used to not sleep.
Well, not just that, sleep, drink water, like put sunblock on, like all these things. Like how like now my beauty regimen gets like more expensive and more expensive. And I do see the benefits of my skin.
Yeah.
I just feel like now I'm in that same boat in my 30s where I should start taking these vitamins now.
Yeah.
So when I get to my 40s, it's easier to prevent and to fix.
Yeah, because the problem with me is my bones. Like I'm starting to have joint pain on my hands.
So that is what these pills are for.
Yeah,
it says like it promotes joint stuff, like skin. It's like, but I'll take a picture of it. Or I'll link it to the show notes and see like exactly what I'm taking. I'll take a picture of like the 3 things that I bought. Or the 4 things, because I also have this like green thing that I take in the mornings. So
basically in the mornings, all you do is take pills and teas.
And I take a protein shake. And a protein shake. That's my breakfast.
What about like a full breakfast? Wouldn't that be more helpful?
No. You mean...
I mean like real food?
Okay, yeah. Like I'm going to get up and make like, like an omelet and waffles and pancakes and like roasted potatoes, like if it's the weekend.
I don't know. Like maybe oatmeal and fruit and, I take that in the mornings.
But I take a protein shake.
Oh, I don't know. I don't like protein shakes. I don't believe in proteins. They make you farty.
That's why you take the probiotic at night. I don't know. Anyway, how was your weekend? I went way too long on my stuff. And you just shitted on it. Thanks. Maybe that's why you're so skinny, because you actually don't eat.
Because you're basically just taking pills like on the morning. Like
I just started.
That's the most important meal of the day. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
That's why I take my protein shake and my vitamins.
I don't know. I guess you're like, I don't know. What do you guys think? Is she doing right, or should she have real food?
Is there like a nutritionist? I have protein shake.
I don't know. Maybe fruit and
But the protein shake. So I put my protein shake. I put a little bit of milk, a little bit of coconut water,
All I know is that
raspberries
when
and
I was
protein
pregnant
powder.
with Sabina and I was diagnosed with diabetes, they told me that the most important thing is like I had to have breakfast every morning. Like they were like, you cannot skip breakfast. Like that's the one thing that you cannot. You have to have like an actual meal during the day. If there's one meal that you should have, it's breakfast. You can skip like any other day, but breakfast you should eat, and you should eat breakfast.
Okay,
like
what do you have
eggs.
for breakfast?
I had like eggs and like vegetables and toast. I swear.
What do you make? How do you make your eggs? Like every morning you get up and make like an omelet for yourself, or what?
Like scrambled eggs and like a piece of bread and like, you know, just grill a tomato on the same
and then what
thing.
do you do with the dishes?
I mean, they wait for me when I get home. Like I already have a regimen now. It's been working. I do that. And then when I come back, while I'm cooking, I do the dishes from the morning, and then, you know, it works. I'm trying to keep my house organized now, and it's been working so far. Cause my schedule is so full now. I'm taking Krisa to violin on the weekend.
I saw that. It's so cute.
She's so cute.
Mom showed me the picture of the video where she's like, ding, ding, ding. Like, she's so cute.
Well, you know, I'm very, very, very glad that I took her to violin because she's going to go to kindergarten next semester. And I started thinking about the whole transition. The school where she attends right now, it's play based, so she plays all day long, and she has the time of, I mean, I love that school, you know, I talked so much about it, I love it, but the transition from this school to TK, it's gonna be hard on her because she's gonna have to like sit still in a classroom, you know what I mean, like it's gonna be more. So when I started taking her to violin, they keep them standing in that square for 50 minutes. And, you know, they do like pose, like but they don't get out of there, and she can actually stay there. Like she's been staying and concentrating. So I think it's going to help her on the transition.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
TK. So, yeah, that was the thing. And going back to that's where we are going to kind of go into, because I started thinking about the whole kindergarten thing with her.
Girl, I don't even have a daycare, and Mom's gonna leave to Mexico in 3 weeks. Okay,
I know.
I am freaking out.
I actually we had a meeting at school last week about like the whole kindergarten and charter and remember when we went to high school, we went to a charter magnet school in Palisades. Did you even know what that means?
No.
Okay, exactly.
And I never understood what the magnet. It's like, oh, he's a magnet kid. I'm like, is he smarter? I don't know.
Yeah, so we went to this meeting at school because, you know, we have to start thinking about, I mean, she's already going to start like real school like in a semester, you know what I mean, like she's going to start academics. So I have to start I've been telling her, like, you know, you're going to go to another school soon, you're going to have another teacher, you're going to do this, and she's like, when, and like, so we put it on the calendar, like, you're going to go to school here, and, you know, like, and then like dates and like calendars and lotteries and like programs,
which
and
is
all
what
these
we're going to
things.
talk about today.
Yes.
No, this is not a health episode. This is not about my diet and Paulina's diet today and how should I have breakfast or not. It's more about what the hell is pre-K, TK, charter, magnet.
Yes.
I mean, so we're going to have, can you introduce our guest this morning?
Yes, we are going to have Brittie Crawford. She is the co-founder of World City Center, the school where Krista attends. She gave that talk last week, and it was great. Like, I came out of there and I was like, oh, okay, I know what I have to do now. She did like a preschool 101, and she explained everything, and I think it's going to be very, very helpful for a lot of our moms.
Preschool 101. School 101.
School 101.
I'm still tripping. When I tell my girlfriends how it's harder to get into a kindergarten than it is to get into college, my girlfriends who don't have kids, like, I had dinner with Yvonne the other day. She was like looking at me like I was crazy. I was like, girl, when you get knocked up, just go get on a waiting list.
Get on a waiting list now.
Okay, girls, when we come back, we're going
to talk to Brittie. We're going to get...
I'm going to bombard her. I hope she doesn't feel overwhelmed. She's like, who are you? Leave me alone. Okay, girls, we'll be right back. Brittie, you missed our conversation earlier. My sister and I were talking about health and fitness.
Okay.
Maybe you should have been here. You look like you're pretty fit.
Well.
Damn, girl.
I don't know about that. Well, I've been trying to get back into the gym. And I'm not being very successful.
Join the club.
I mean, you run around behind kids all day, so.
Yeah, I think that might be what keeps me. But I mean, I do have like goals.
Yeah.
And one of them is to get to the gym like at least 3 times a week.
That's a pretty fierce goal there.
My
goal is once a week.
Once? Wow. I'm not meeting it, so don't worry. I haven't been to the gym since January. No, since December.
Okay. I remember on Halloween she was a Chiquita Banana. You know the Chiquita Banana lady?
Yeah, she was.
She looked amazing.
I had been working out then, Paulina. So, I don't
Brittie,
know.
thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you for
are
taking care
going
of
to
my
be
kids.
yes.
Oh, you're welcome. They're both joys. So.
We had Rebecca here not too long ago.
Yes.
Well,
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, time flies. I believe she's episode 8. We'll link
she's
it on
episode 30.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're episode 30. I think she was episode 8.
Wow.
Actually, Rebecca came and we talked about dual language and immersion, and that was a very popular episode that we had, and people were so excited. And we touched on, I mean, the main topic with her was about like how do we keep our kids bilingual, and we touched a little bit on like pre-K, TK, kindergarten. You know, I mentioned earlier how I have a girlfriend who doesn't have kids. And when I mentioned the fact that when you like go and fill out the application, it's like birthday or due date, she was like, what?
Right.
I'm like, girl,
Yes.
you need to start now.
You do.
And you're not even pregnant.
You do. It's one of those things. It's like you look at it, you're like, oh, why does it have to be so complicated? But
It is.
It just is. I mean, there's so many kids, and there's so few preschool seats. So
Yeah.
it makes
That's
it even
true.
harder.
That is true.
Yeah.
So let's start from the beginning. There's daycare first, optional,
right.
but that exists.
It
I'm looking
does.
for one right now.
It
So if you
does.
have one that you can recommend.
I do.
You do?
Actually, yes. One of my, actually one of our proteges, I'll call her that, Zivia actually is just opening her home daycare. And it's going to be dual immersion also.
What?
Nice.
Where?
Yes. Very close to World City Center.
Okay.
Very close. Like right down the street on like off of Adams.
Okay, nice. Okay, so then there's daycare first.
Yes.
Then there's
Then there's toddler programs and preschool programs. A lot of times you'll find both combined, like World City Center, how we have at one point we had infants, toddlers, and preschoolers. So we had all 3. But most of the time you'll find toddlers and toddler and preschool program.
and that's from what age to what age?
18 months to school age. So usually your child would be there from the time they were 18 months all the way until right before kindergarten.
Which is like 4 years
4.
old. 4 to
Exactly.
5, right?
4 to 5, yeah. And then there's the whole cutoff dates.
Yeah, that's sorry, but that's a bitch.
That's
Because both my kids fall in that cutoff date thing, and it's
What's the cutoff date?
complicated.
So basically the way that it works is if your child is 5 by September 1st of 2016, they can go to kindergarten. If they are 5, if they will turn 5 between September 2nd and December 2nd, they will go to transitional kindergarten.
So it's like a 3-month, basically the 4th quarter.
Right. So for the transitional kindergarten, you have that window. But for kindergarten, it's that hard date. And if your child misses that date, that means they have another year of preschool.
So let's say like
Except-
at the school.
Wait, except
Well, there's one exception. State law, they just passed a new state law. It's called extended TK.
Oh, okay.
And basically what that is if your child will turn 5 by the end of the school year, they can be admitted into a TK program. But the only caveat of that is that a lot of schools aren't doing the extended TK program because they don't get the funding until the child turns 5.
So
it's going to be hard pressed to find
Yeah.
a school that's going to offer extended TK. And just in my research, I haven't found any that are.
So pretty much it's
I'm confused already, and we're just
sorry.
barely in the first 5 minutes. Okay,
so
it's
let's
a
say-
so
lot.
basically, I need to get pregnant so my baby is born before September to be okay.
I mean, the thing about it is the whole reason for doing this is it's kind of that whole. Have you guys heard of redshirting?
No.
Okay. So if you read any Malcolm Gladwell books, he talks a lot about redshirting, and that's basically holding children back so that they can get that emotional, social and emotional growth that they need in order for them to succeed in kindergarten when they get there. So it's that. It's basically the whole idea is that the children just weren't ready for kindergarten, because kindergarten today is first grade. It's not kindergarten anymore.
Okay. That's a good tip.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So what happens is these
so
children.
why don't they just call it first grade?
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Thank you.
That's a good point. You know what? The rigor of kindergarten is first grade now.
Yeah, that's my whole thing, because that's what we were talking about earlier, how like World City Center is play based. So I have to start transitioning Krista into like a more calming her and centering her, so then when she transitions to TK, because she will be in TK, she can actually like sit down for a bit and like do academics.
Right. Now just to backtrack on that, I mean, World City Center is play-based, but we also have that structure that will get her ready. Now, a lot of play-based schools, like preschools like ours, it would be strictly play. At least with ours, you get kind of both.
Both. Okay.
It's play-based, but we do a kindergarten readiness. And we do have the structure that helps her to learn that she needs to sit down during circle time, that when the teacher says, you know, let's do activities, that she needs to sit down until the next time. So we do incorporate that, but a lot of times when you have a play-based preschool, you do have less structure. So back to
so I should get pregnant.
TK. I know, it's hard. It's really...
Because see, some of the
I thought college was hard. I thought like applying for that's just easy. You just apply, get good grades, and you're in. Well, not really, but
yeah. I mean, so there's that. There's the TK. There's the kindergarten. There's extended TK, and then there's a lot of dates that you need to remember too.
Okay.
Because first of all, I mean, we haven't even gotten to magnet schools versus charter schools versus SAS schools versus your neighborhood school. Okay. That's
so
four more things to dissect.
Okay, but let's get to that. Okay, so let's go in order here. So then preschool again. I mean, daycare. We talked about preschool. That's kind of where you're at, and it's called preschool and toddler.
Well, like our program is a toddler and preschool program.
Okay,
right.
And you can go to, and those exist in many types, correct? Like play based, Waldorf,
play based. You'll get Montessori. You can also look into the Head Start programs, which are very much focused on kindergarten readiness in their traditionalness. Our school, I would say, is more on the progressive side of that, with the play-based and constructivist theories that support us, meaning that mostly what we do is hands-on.
And dual immersion.
On top of that.
Right.
Cool.
Okay.
Right.
So, and then so that basically you can choose whether it's around your neighborhood or wherever you just like to go and get your kid ready for.
Exactly.
Either TK or kindergarten.
Exactly.
So how old are kids when they go into kindergarten?
They have to be 5.
They have to be 5 in September.
They have to be 5 by September 2nd.
September 2nd. They have to be 5.
Exactly.
Okay. So if I get pregnant again, I'm not having an October, November, December baby.
I know.
Because then, so then.
So that's so interesting.
So
now
then
you have to time your pregnancy.
Well, I mean,
based on TK.
I know, right?
But that makes sense, no? Because then, or not, I don't know.
I mean,
or TK's not a bad thing.
I never even thought of it like that.
I'm just saying, like, imagine if.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So then, for example, if my baby is born on September 5th, then does he lose a year of? Does he have to go TK for a year and then go to lose kindergarten, or just be the oldest person in kindergarten?
Okay, so if your child turns 5 by September 5th, they will go to transitional kindergarten, basically.
Yeah.
But and how long is transitional kindergarten for?
It's just 1 year. And then after that year, you can choose whether or not you feel like your child is ready for first grade. You can go to first grade after that.
Oh, okay.
So there's that option.
It's up to the teacher, right?
It's up to you and your child's teacher. So the parent and the teacher basically make that decision together.
So you both make the decisions, not only the teacher.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Right. Because you might say, well, I don't think she's ready for first grade.
Okay. But isn't kindergarten like first grade?
Pretty much. But then first grade is like second grade.
Oh.
Oh my God. It's like clothing, they said 3 to 6 months,
Well,
but it's not really like that.
Okay,
Right.
I get it.
Right.
Like it's like 0 to 3, and it's like the baby's 6 months or something.
So I think the biggest issue with it is socially and emotionally.
Yeah.
Like, is my child ready to be in a first grade classroom?
Got it. Okay, and then kindergarten.
Academically, they could be there.
Right. So then kindergartens, those are also the same way that you can choose Waldorf, you can choose Montessori or
Kindergarten is a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
I guess it really depends on what you decide. I mean, if you want to break it down like that, I think what you're looking at is either are they going to public school or private school?
kindergarten.
Kindergarten, right? Because kindergarten, you've left. I mean, there are Waldorf kindergarten. I mean, there's Waldorf elementary school. So your next step is basically elementary school.
Because kindergarten is attached to the elementary, so
it's an
it's the same
elementary
thing.
program,
So you're
right.
looking at an elementary that has a kindergarten.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Is
so
that
it's
how
not
it works?
It's not a
Exactly.
kindergarten and then you go to an elementary. It's the same thing. It's the same school.
Right.
As opposed to before, where the kindergarten was attached to the preschool.
Yeah.
Now the kindergarten is attached to the elementary school.
Exactly. Well, there are some kindergartens that are attached to preschools. I've noticed.
Oh.
We don't have a kindergarten program, but there are. If you look around, there are some kindergarten programs that are attached to preschools.
But the most common thing is like kindergarten attached to an elementary. Because
Yes.
when I was doing my research to see which school she would go into for neighborhood schools, I was like, I don't see any kindergartens. But then I was like, oh, I have to be looking at the elementaries.
Exactly.
The elementaries have the kindergarten. And it's only 1 year, whereas in Mexico, there were 3 years of kindergarten, remember?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But then that meant that your kindergarten was also preschool, right?
Right.
yeah,
That's what it was.
Exactly.
Right.
It was like a pre-K, and then you
Exactly.
go to just elementary. But
Right.
here it's different.
Right.
It's attached. Kindergarten, it's 1 year, and then you go to first grade.
Okay.
Now
And
it's
how
2
old are
years.
you when you go to first grade?
You're six when you go to first grade.
Oh, so kindergarten is just basically 1 year.
It's 1 year.
Or 2
It's-
years if you go TK kindergarten.
Exactly.
Got it.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it's kind of messed up for the kids that are in that section. The
Because
last
then
quarter.
you can be 7.
You could be 7, and you could be behind, or not behind,
You'll be the
but
oldest.
the oldest. And
And there's benefits to that.
Okay.
And some people like the fact that their child would be the oldest because socially and emotionally, of course, they'll be ready. When it comes to redshirting, if you want to just look at that, redshirting came from, in football, basically, it was you would hold back a child so that they would be the biggest and the oldest on the team that is, and you know what I mean? So everyone in the team with them would be younger. So that means they're smaller.
So then if
that
you
means
want
your
your
child is bigger.
So then if you want your child to be an athlete, then you wait to have your baby in September, October, November.
See, now, I mean, if everybody did that, though, what would happen? Just think about it. Like, what would happen if everyone had their baby and they missed TK? So then we wouldn't have the TK program anymore.
But unless you're like a person who wants your child to be an athlete.
Okay, yeah.
Because if you want your child to be an athlete, then it's to your convenience for them to be born in September,
Exactly.
October, November. Because then they'll be the biggest
Then they'll be
ones.
the biggest and
So
the
then
oldest on
by
the
time,
team.
Yeah, by the time they get to being a freshman and you can be doing varsity when you were 9th grade.
Exactly. That's the whole point of redshirting.
Get it now.
So will your baby be?
No, he's an April baby.
Yeah.
March. I keep saying April. He's in
Wait.
March.
Which one?
I have a 10-month-old
Right.
whose birthday is in March.
But I thought you were talking about this future baby.
No, the future baby.
I
will he be an athlete?
Whether second. Okay, my husband and I are like the. We don't even know what an athlete means. I can't even ride a bike.
My gosh.
Yeah, we're not
that's-
Yeah, I
athletes.
can't either.
But that doesn't mean it.
I'm talking like if I'm scheduling my second baby.
Right. Okay.
Right.
That's what I thought you were talking about. I just wanted to be sure. Just wanted to be sure.
No,
okay.
this baby is March 25th, so I
Okay.
think he's kind of
Okay.
Yeah.
in the normal range. But
Okay.
I got to talk to my husband whether we want to get an athlete or not.
Yeah. That's
Okay,
so funny.
sorry.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
So then, first grade.
Then we go to the kinder, and then that's when you choose from like your neighborhood school,
Okay.
magnet, or charter,
Right.
or SAS.
Or SAS.
What does that mean?
Okay. So
She's like, let me take off my earrings. Hold on.
hold on. I'm
Hold
gonna take
on.
off all my jewelry.
Hold on. Let me
Because
think.
this
This
is-
is where
yeah,
it gets.
this
This is where it gets
exactly.
good. And I thought that was complicated.
No.
So then let's get to the good part.
have four choices
Are
after
you
that.
ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So basically your neighborhood school
When my child turns 5.
when your child turns 5, exactly.
Okay. Here's what we're looking at.
So you're looking
Or
at
6.
you're looking at about 4 options, and there's more because I'm not even going to talk about private school because
let's just keep.
my background does not include
Let's not talk
that.
about private school.
Yeah. So that's an option.
Because I don't have 40,000 to just ball out on my
That's why
kindergarten.
we're on the
first
same
grade.
page.
Yeah.
That's why private schools are not in my vocabulary.
That money's going to the college tuition, not my kindergarten tuition.
Exactly. So basically, your neighborhood school is the school that is associated with your residence. So
Okay.
where you live
That's
basically
neighborhood.
qualifies you for this school that is your school. You get into that
Automatically.
school automatically, right? So that's your neighborhood school, and then I can go into.
Does it have to go to the same zip code?
It's
Yes.
according to your
And
address.
How do I find out?
So the way that you find that out.
We'll link all this information on our website. So
Okay.
you can, yeah.
Okay. So LAUSD has a website where you can. It's called a resident school identifier,
Okay.
and I can give you the link for that.
Okay.
But
Perfect.
you go in there, you put your address, and it spits out like, here's your school.
Okay, I gotta check that out.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
should
and
do
then
that.
each school has like a kind of like a report card, right?
Yeah. So the cool thing about that resident school identifier website is that you can look at their, I hate to say API scores because API scores are now outdated because there's a whole new testing device that they use now in schools. So API scores are pretty much outdated. Although, I mean, I don't see why you couldn't look at it just to see, like, 2 years ago how the school was rated based on its test scores. But you can look at that. You can look at API. You can look at their AYP goals or
What's
if they met
AYP?
them. Their annual yearly progress.
Okay.
So that you can look at these types of reports on that website. Also, their report card. So every school in LAUSD is required to have a school report card. It's called a SARC.
Okay. Oh, that's and then also you can see if they're like under review or under.
Yeah. So you can use that website to
Got
find
it.
your neighborhood school.
Okay.
Then the next kind of school is a magnet school.
Okay. And
Now,
what is a magnet school?
Magnet schools are schools that are basically schools that are part of LAUSD's Gifted and Talented Education Program, which is GATE. So if you've heard the word GATE before, usually people use that synonymously with like gifted. But it's Gifted and Talented Education Program. And the magnet schools are underneath the GATE program. And basically the main goal for magnet schools is integration. So, and when I say integration, I mean like culturally and racially diverse
Oh, nice.
is what they're looking for. So that means
So
that,
we're winning already.
yeah.
Okay.
So basically anyone who lives in LA County can apply for a magnet school in LA County.
Okay, so you travel. You're willing to travel. That
Exactly.
means- okay.
Now the cool thing about magnet schools is they do have bus programs. So because they know that people are coming from all over, then they're going to have to provide some type of transportation. So
And
that's the
how
cool
do
thing.
you get into a magnet school?
You just apply. So you apply. You can go on this website called eChoices. That's also another LAUSD website. You go on eChoices. You fill out all of your information, where you live, the age of your child, and all of these things. And you get to choose 3 schools.
Okay.
Now, before you do that, you would probably want to tour them. Magnet schools tour between October 1st and November 30th.
Okay.
So
We're
it's
past
that's
that.
kind of one of those windows that you just have to keep in the back of your mind
Okay.
when it's time for your child to go to
Write
kindergarten.
that down right now. Put it in my
Yeah,
calendar.
Write that down because you want to tour
These
all
magnet
the
schools.
magnet schools that you're interested in, the ones that your friends are telling you they love, the ones that you research and find and think that, you know, it offers something great that your child wants. Because the thing about magnet schools is they're targeted towards either science or performing arts or music.
Oh, okay.
So like you'll find they all have a focus.
It all depends on what you think your child is good at and
Right.
where he
or
or
really
she would fit.
or really where you want your child to fit in, 'cause that's the reality. Like, let's be real here.
Right.
It's like
Right.
us being like, my
child's
kid's
go
gonna be this, so
Right.
She's gonna be a violinist. Is that what you call it?
Right. So, you know, I would definitely go to that website. And
So in eChoices, you can see all the magnet schools.
yeah,
And then you can
actually
see the forte on them?
LAUSD does a good job of providing you a list of all magnet schools.
Okay.
So on their website, again, eChoices has the list there. Usually, though, people find the magnet schools they like from their friends.
Word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean that you shouldn't research and see what else is out there.
Oh, so then getting into magnet school is just about applying to 3 and then seeing if you
It's
get in?
about, yeah.
Is it like lottery or is it?
Yeah. That's
And do they
exactly
choose you
what it
based
is.
on performance? Like, do they? Like, you're like, oh, she's gifted in music, and then they go, I'm like, okay, play something for me, or like, you know,
Well-
do they just
Well, no.
Like Juilliard or something?
Well, there's okay. So within the magnet program, there's also the gifted and talented schools, like specific schools. There's about, I think it's 43. Regular magnet schools, you do not have to audition or take a test or anything to
Okay.
qualify. But the gifted and talented schools, gifted and highly gifted schools, actually, let me rephrase that. You do have to test. There's eligibility requirements.
How do you test a kindergartner?
Their tests are private, so like
Yeah.
there's no way you're gonna know what's on the
they don't
test
know.
before.
Because the lady
There's no
said
way.
something about like somebody found one online, and then you go and they're like, oh yeah, we practiced this with my mom the other night. So then
Right.
they like, oh sorry, you have to retake this next
Yeah.
year. Bye. You
Yeah.
can't do it.
The
like,
tests
it's
are
top secret, like
secret.
tests.
Yeah.
Dang, for real?
yeah, because you're supposed to see if your child is gifted or highly gifted, and if they know the test, then how do you really know? They're not memorizing it or something, you know?
Right.
So yeah, at a
To a
kindergarten
kindergartner?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? It's great. It is kind of interesting.
Because that sets them up for the rest of their school career.
Yeah. I'm telling you, the kindergarten is like one of like the, I guess.
Okay,
like-
so then what's charter?
So charter, I mean, I am a charter founding parent at a charter school. Go click.
Hey.
click.
And charter schools are public schools also. They are free. They are part of LAUSD. Some of them are dependent and independent. But basically, they're free neighborhood schools. They also have a lottery. So the goal for charter schools, now the cool thing about charter schools is right now, if you're listening to this right now, you still have a chance to get into charter schools, because right now is when they're having their tours. They usually start back in November and go all the way until May.
Oh, good. Okay.
Well, some of the lotteries for some of the charter schools that I'm familiar with start in, I say, February to May.
Clicks lottery is on March though.
Clicks lottery, I think, is March 10th.
March 10th, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yep.
for those of you who want to get into Click, right now is the time to.
Charters are actually founded by parents.
Okay.
And
Well, some charter schools are founded by parents. There are some charter schools that are founded by corporate companies,
Oh.
but luckily Click is founded by parents.
Yeah, and there's like really high parent involvement in the
Yes.
school. So we you know, sometimes when you just put your kid in a school, you don't even know what's going on or who you know what are the dynamics in the school. In a charter, you have more of a say,
Yeah.
right?
Well, you have
It's
more
more
of
like a
say.
democracy.
It is. So you have a say. Not only do parents have a huge voice in a charter school, but the charter school administration has a huge voice in how they teach
Yeah.
and what they do with the funding that they get, because they are publicly funded, just like
A
other
regular
schools.
neighborhood school.
Not as much, but and not dramatically different, but they have a say in what, you know, how they teach. So like, for example, Click is a constructivist and dual immersion. So we were able in our charter to write that into the charter
bylaws.
Right. And that is basically, and we have to teach basically what is written in the Click charter is what is taught.
Okay.
And how it's taught. And what happens is LAUSD will come in and make sure that that's what we're doing.
Okay.
How we said we were going to teach is how we have to teach.
And then you guys only have kindergarten. You guys don't go first, second, third, fourth, or yeah.
Well, Click is a charter elementary school that goes from TK to 5th grade.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So we started off with kindergarten and 1st grade when my son was in 1st grade. And then every year after that, added a year.
Nice. Oh, wow.
Right.
You took matters into your own hands.
Hey, I would say, I'm not one of the original founders. There were these 6 great women who live in West Adams that said, hey, we want this for our community. And how do we make it happen? And basically made it happen.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Super Mamás.
Yeah.
Super, definitely.
They were like, I don't like this school for my kid. Let's make one.
So, when it comes to charter schools, what I always tell people and what I tell my parents at World City Center is look for research, find all the charter schools that you're interested in, because like we said before, it's a lottery. So it's not guaranteed that you can get in.
So it's 100% lottery. It doesn't matter whether you live
100.
there or not.
100. Well, right now it's 100% lottery.
Okay.
Right.
And each charter is different.
Each charter is different.
Because I do know of one charter in East LA that's founded that's really supposed to be very progressive teaching, and they do it in these low income neighborhoods, and they try to harbor people that live around the area on purpose.
Yes.
But they do have a certain amount of number slots that they do for outside.
Right. So they probably have like a weighted for the neighborhood lottery. So eventually, Click right now is in the process of a permanent site. And eventually that's the goal, because you do want your neighborhood to be able to go to your charter school. So it would be a situation where it has to be written into your charter, and that's probably
so every charter can be different, because it's basically like every bylaws can be different. It's like a democracy.
Exactly.
Okay.
So they probably have their charter.
And then you find by word of mouth again, which charter does it have? Do you guys have report cards too that you guys people can see?
Yes. So every school within LAUSD has a report card. It might take a few years, especially if they're new. Like, since Click is only in its 3rd year, I'm not sure if we have the report card yet, but eventually, yes.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the next
is
other
ASA.
SAS.
The SAS schools, that's also under the Gifted and Talented program. That is also, there's a list on LAUSD's website of all the SAS schools. SAS stands for School of Advanced Studies. And they're kind of similar to magnet schools. I know that their application deadline is in April.
Oh,
so there's time, but you do have eligibility requirements with SAS schools. So they're kind of like a gifted and talented type of school, right? Gifted and talented plus, or magnet plus. I don't know. I don't know if it'll be the other way around.
And they're more like I think they're more concentrated in academics.
Yes,
the SAS are like highly academic,
and magnet is just like performing arts or things,
right?
All those things.
So SAS, they're called.
Yes, School of Advanced Studies. I just learned about SAS schools. We had an LAUSD rep that came to our school. They're LAUSD. Yes.
And then after that, there's just private.
Yeah.
And through private, there's like all these like Montessori, Waldorf.
There's everything. The thing about it is,
I don't know.
I'm trying to think. I know of this one Waldorf school, and I'm trying to think, is it private?
I think most of those are private, no?
Yeah, there's
unless they're charter and they have
there
them.
Is. There is a charter Waldorf school in Culver City. Don't ask me the name of it.
Yeah, I think maybe if they're charter, they must be, because then that means parents got together and they wanted that for the neighborhood to be free. But that must be a crazy lottery, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
they
I'm
have.
sure- yeah.
They have a
My sister's gonna start her chartered rye school.
What is your charter?
Rye.
No, she's because I do RIE.
What's RIE?
RIE is called Resource for Infant Educators. And it's a philosophy for infants, basically from 0 to 2 years old, but they can go up to 5, 7. And it's just a way that you communicate with them, the way you raise them. It's just a philosophy of raising a kid. So
I've heard of it.
Yeah, so I do.
Okay.
So I do RIE.
Oh,
and I'm
with your baby?
Yeah, I go
Okay.
once a week to a RIE, class.
Okay.
And I'm looking for a RIE daycare because those are kind of the things that, like, we don't use walkers. We don't use any battery operated toys.
Is everything wooden?
No, nothing's wooden.
Okay.
It's just nothing. The whole idea is to have a passive toy and an active child rather than an active toy and a passive child.
Oh, wow.
So nothing that's battery operated, nothing like that restrains them.
Got it.
Like nothing that not really propping the kid to sit down when they're not ready. Just let them develop on their own, having like alone time, not alone time, but uninterrupted playtime, at least 1 hour a day, talking to them, describing everything that's going on all the time. There's certain things that,
It
like
sounds similar to
foundations.
Reggio.
I never heard of Reggio.
Okay, so Reggio Emilia is basically a part of Italy that has this awesome school district of early childhood centers, basically. And that, it sounds very similar. Very similar.
It did come somewhere
In Europe, right?
Yeah, it started but brought here by Magda Gerber.
Okay.
So
yeah. Yeah.
So they are very similar.
So it's Italian. Yeah. So Magda Gerber is from Italy also, right?
I don't know.
I think so. That name sounds familiar. But Reggio is very similar. That's okay. You can find out. Reggio is similar because if you look at like true Reggio, one of the things or some of the things are all wooden toys. They don't do any plastic. The environment is the third teacher, so you'll find an environment that has basically the children's art. It has pictures of the children in the classroom, and you won't see commercially produced posters in a Reggio classroom. You'll see produced items on the wall. So it's like, for example, like Krista's classroom has like the letters that they made.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
okay, got it.
Oh, as opposed to like ABC that are
as opposed to like posters that you would buy from a store that have the ABCs, right?
Okay, got it.
As
Ooh,
opposed to
I'm gonna look more into that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's so many different things to think about at school. I thought it was just like, let's just go to school and that's it.
Yeah.
It's just kindergarten.
Yeah.
You know, right? And then you think about like, do you guys even remember kindergarten?
I don't.
I vaguely remember.
I remember the snacks.
I remember some girl
I
throwing
remember
a
the
frico at
smell
me.
of my lunch.
You remember the smell of, I remember that we had sardines. I'm not sardines. Oh my goodness. We had saltine crackers for lunch. Saltine and like cheese. And like I when I think about like the snacks that we buy for World City Center, I'm like, oh my God, I would never buy saltine crackers. Right?
And you turned out fine. You look fabulous.
Yeah. I mean, it's.
I just remember some girl throwing like a frico at me all the time. 'Cause I
Wait.
had no friends in kindergarten.
What did she throw at you?
Like
A drink.
A color drink, and she ruined my outfit.
Ruined your outfit. Oh my gosh.
That's what I remember.
That's the kind of things that happen.
Girls hated me in kindergarten. Kindergarten was not the prettiest time of my life, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I made friends like in college.
Aw.
It's a very late bloomer.
I didn't have friends until college.
I kind of did.
I didn't really have friends in elementary school. Well, I did, but we had like we had like big sisters and little sisters. Did you guys have that when you were in elementary school?
I had a sister that used to beat me up.
She was your big sister.
I had a big sister.
Oh my gosh.
I do have two little sisters.
Oh my God. Well, we had like it wasn't like a true like program of the school, but like the older girls. So I went to Catholic school, and it went from K through 8.
And then we didn't even talk about Catholic school.
Oh
yeah.
Because my best friend.
And I went to Catholic school.
My best friend, she has her kid in Catholic school. It's very traditional.
Yeah.
Right?
Traditional.
Oh well, I mean, I went to Catholic school a long time ago, so I can't really say like how they're teaching now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, when I went, it was pretty traditional. I mean, we
Yeah.
had nuns, and the nuns would.
Hit you?
Yeah.
Oh, I used to be in school all the
I was
time,
in Mexico, girl.
Oh my gosh.
They
yes,
put,
with the
they
ruler.
put gum in my hair. The teacher put gum in my hair.
Oh
'cause
my
I was chewing gum
gosh.
in class.
Yeah,
Oh my
somebody
Stuck it
goodness.
in my hair.
somebody
Oh
asked
my
my sister,
gosh.
what did your parents say? My sister's like, nothing. They were like, you shouldn't be chewing gum.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my god. My teacher
Why
was.
did
oh my
you
god.
do that?
My 5th grade teacher. I mean, he was my. I don't know. I remember him so much because at the beginning of the year, he would number every page on our notebook,
Yeah.
and we couldn't rip a page because they were numbered. And if we every day after at home the homework, our parents had to sign it every single
Oh my
day.
goodness.
They had to sign that we made the homework, and if we didn't, there was a note, and my parents had to sign it, and we couldn't rip it off because they were numbered. And that teacher, he would put us like toe to toe, and if 2 guys would fight, he would make them slap each other. Oh my god, it was like. Yeah, that was school for in Mexico.
Oh my gosh.
We should open a Mexican school.
What's
Highly
your
coveted.
Oh my goodness.
our
Oh.
theory is Mexicanism.
What's
That's your philosophy.
Yeah, what's your
More philosophy is Mexicanism.
Oh my
Old school
gosh.
Mexicanism.
Maestro
Wow.
Federico, if you're still out there.
No, he died.
Aww.
I know.
But
But people still remember him.
oh yeah, I
He's like-
remember him.
Really?
But here's the thing. Every parent wanted their kids to
Oh,
go
yeah.
into that class.
yes.
It was a highly coveted class.
what?
Yes,
Because
because
The
he was-
one where he would.
oh
slap.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was
Oh.
so strict. But
Because he would like actually beat the kids into shape.
literally.
Wait, was
Yeah.
he a priest?
No,
He wasn't. Okay.
And he would
Because
wear
the priest
suits
didn't
every
teach,
day.
right? It was
But he
only
would
the
wear-
nuns
and
that
he
taught.
would wear a suit every day to class.
day.
Fifth
Every
grade
day.
teacher wore a suit.
Whoa.
I mean, you know what I mean? Very like just
He had his portfolio, and he would come,
Yeah.
and like
His
as soon as he
briefcase.
would be like it would just be like
he
quiet.
had a briefcase
Everybody
every day.
was writing, like there was no silent, and he had a ruler. Stop
Oh,
it, and then
wow.
and he would throw like the what do you call it, the board to
Eraser.
The
eraser
chalkboard?
like put at your head. Oh my god, yeah, he
Oh
would
my
check your
gosh.
uniform, your nails, your hair, your shoes. He was a soldier. But I remember
That's why my sister is
I
like the way
remember
she is
him.
right
no,
now.
I remember
You're
him. No, that's why I was like, I'm not gonna do my hair anymore after that. No, but I remember him because I felt like I honestly felt like he was my best teacher because I learned so much, like
Wow.
academically.
Well, maybe it's because you were made to focus.
Yes. He would beat
You could
would
not
beat us.
not focus.
Yeah, I remember that teacher.
Wow.
Okay, guys, let's take a break from all of this. Let us process the information.
Okay. Let's process.
Have a couple shots.
Yeah, because I also want to talk.
I'm gonna slip 100 to Brittie so she can get my kid on the waiting list.
Oh, Lord. I'm gonna put it right back in your
kidding,
lap.
I'm kidding. Have you heard of my name? My friend Franklin. It's like a $5 bill.
Oh, no.
Okay, guys, we'll be right back. We're back. And I had to press record because we were figuring out what our tips and picks were going to be.
As always.
And then this girl busts out with a vagina steam.
Yeah.
What's a vagina steam?
Well, we're right here on Olympic, right? Aren't we? We're in Koreatown.
Yeah.
If you go to some of the Korean spas, I can't tell you which ones, they have a vagina steam.
What? So
Yeah.
they steam your vagina?
Yeah.
like laundry?
I think you like.
Did they braid you?
I think I'm not exactly sure because I haven't had it done, so I can't really say.
But a friend told you.
But a friend told me that she went there and they have like all these like essential oils and things like a mixture. Like I think they might make your mixture, your essential oil mixture based on like you. Like maybe if you have like, I don't know what you could be having going on, but and then you sit on something and then there's a steam something that steams upward.
Oh my God. Tell your friend to hook
That's
us up.
sweet.
It's
Yeah.
supposed to be like a detox or something.
Yeah,
for
I
the
want
vagina.
to
I want to go get my
I wanna do
vagina
it.
Hey,
steamed.
Yeah, there
Korean
are
spas.
Korean
Okay,
spas.
I
yeah.
gotta-
I think Hugh
Because-
Spa has it.
I go to Korean spas.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, ask
They're the
about
bomb.
the vagina steam.
I'm about to ask.
Me too. I go to Korean spas too. I love Korean spas.
Me too.
Yeah.
I love them.
I haven't been
Okay,
in a
But I
while.
have never done a vagina steam.
I've never
I'm
done
gonna
that
try
either.
it.
I'm gonna try that.
The most risque
it.
I've ever done is the Himalayan like salt room. That's about it.
What is that?
That's like the room that has all the pink salt. and you just go and you lie in there and you get detoxed.
Oh.
It's like
It's in the Korean spa? Which one?
Olympic.
The Olympic spa?
Yeah.
Olympic is very
Wait,
famous.
Wait, is it Olympic? Yeah, that's the one on the
Olympic in
Right.
Reggio, right? Yeah.
I think it's Olympic spa.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. If not, we'll link it.
Mhm.
I want to go try that.
Mhm.
Well, okay, girls. So, not very different than going from like my health to school to a vagina
To a
steam.
vagina steam.
That is what Super Mamás Podcast is all about.
Diversity.
Diversity. Diversity. But that's things women need.
Yeah.
Hey,
And what else are you going to
That's
hear
what
about
we
this?
talk about. That's what we really talk about when we
I
get
gotta
together.
come back here. You guys are.
I mean, when you get
so
together,
awesome.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, these
Yeah.
are the kind of things you got to share with the world.
Yes,
Like, don't hold,
definitely.
don't hold out on your vagina steam.
I
Okay?
never heard that before, but I think I'm gonna try it.
You gonna try it?
Yeah.
I'll let you know how it goes.
All right.
I'm gonna,
All
it's,
right.
it's right before Valentine's. You
Oh
guys.
my God,
Oh.
yes!
Guys, go get your
go get a
vagina
Get your
vagina
vagina
steam
steam.
before
Get it all
Valentine's
pretty
Day.
before
Before
your man.
Saturday
Yes.
or Sunday? Is it Sunday?
Sunday. Our tip or pick of the week, ladies.
Okay.
You
I'll
go first.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
you already had your vagina steam, so let's finish the other one.
Okay, so my tip of the week is when you're looking for schools
Mm-hmm.
to basically don't put all your eggs in one basket.
That's a great
So
tip that I
you
did
know,
not follow, but
look at everything. Look at your neighborhood school. Look at your magnet school. Look at your
SAS.
charter school, SAS, private school if you can't afford it. I mean, look at everything. Catholic
Yeah.
school. Look at everything and get your applications in on time so that you can have an option. Basically,
Right. Yeah, that's a great tip. I should take that tip because I'm on a 2-year wait list.
Oh,
I know. Okay, my tip has nothing to do with school, but a little bit of health that we spoke earlier. My pick is going to be coconut oil. Girl,
Ooh.
I use I actually last coconut oil I bought it like in a tub that was like so big.
Really?
I use coconut oil to soak my hair.
I don't have.
So I soak my hair for like like I can leave it overnight and then wash my hair the next morning. I use coconut oil to remove my makeup at night.
Mm-hmm.
I use coconut oil for my tea in the morning. I use coconut oil to roast vegetables. I use coconut oil to cook. I mean, I've
heard you can use it to brush your teeth.
Well, then I will start doing that. Probably with
Yeah.
baking soda, huh?
Something like that. Yeah.
Then I'll probably do that.
All natural.
Yeah. I mean, I use coconut oil for freaking everything. I did not know. I did not know all the stuff that this.
That you can do.
It's like the magical oil of oils.
Yep.
So, and food tastes so much better when you roast with coconut than with olive oil. I feel like the olive oil industry has made so much money with telling cooks like you can only cook with olive oil, right? And then you start incorporating.
Food tastes so much better.
Well, not just that, but
I'm
actually,
gonna cook with it. Then.
well, not just
I
that,
haven't
but
done it
it's a better oil to do high heat. So if you ever want to like fry something,
right.
it's like peanut oil what you can do, and but
Right.
it does change the flavor of something. So like for
Oh,
example, like your asparagus, like if you're gonna roast asparagus, like I don't roast asparagus with coconut oil. Like I'll use it with like squash or like just
Right.
be creative. I thought you were talking about cauliflower. Cauliflower is great, so great with coconut oil.
Oh my gosh.
So that is my
I'm gonna make that
pick of
this
the
weekend.
week. Coconut oil. Your pick for the beginning.
So I am making that up. Okay. So
Your
Chris
mic
is
wasn't
starting
on,
school. Chris is starting kindergarten or TK in the fall, and I'm starting to mentally prepare and my schedules and everything since now because I don't want to like wait until the last minute. And I've had a few changes that I've made and have worked really good for me in the mornings. Every night while I'm putting them to sleep and while they're brushing their teeth or something, I pick their clothes and I put them all in a hanger and I put it there ready for her the next day. So I'm like, okay, here's your clothes. And she already knows, like, as soon as she gets up, she puts them on. There's no fighting in the morning. Like, I want to wear this. I want to wear that. I used to a lot before, and it's a waste of time. So now every
That's
night I hang
amazing.
their
That's
clothes, both of them, and in the morning it takes me like 20 minutes just to do their clothes. Because choosing their clothes the day off, you're like, oh, does this match? You know what I mean? Like, you're like, that's just wasting time. So I hang both of their clothes, and they already know. And also, like, if I'm gonna
do that for myself.
Yeah, and that's what I do. I'm starting to do it for me too, because I was like, oh, why am I not doing it for me?
Right.
So I'm starting to do it for me too. You know, though in the morning when I'm changing, I'm like, no, and then I switch.
And you change, and you end up changing anyway.
But for the kids, it's easy because they just put them on. And also, like, if I'm gonna send fruits or something that need to be washed, I wash them since the night before, like strawberries or grapes or something. I wash them since the night before.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna jump into your thing real quick. What you should do also when you go grocery shopping, this is actually even when you go grocery shopping and you buy produce, you should wash them the day they come home. Oh, that way you always have washed produce in your fridge, and you never have and you don't. So actually, when you come home, wash all your lettuces, wash all your fruits, wash everything, so you don't have to wash ever again, and you just skip that step.
That's a good idea.
That's a plus into my tip.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's my tip.
Wow.
Nice.
Thank you so much for coming in today. This was so much fun.
Thank you for
I learned
having me.
so much from you.
Aw.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'm glad I could help.
Oh, of course. I have a 10-month-old, but it's crazy how things
it comes before you know it.
It does.
I know.
Happens so fast.
I'm already there, and I'm like,
and
what?
But then that's the price you pay for living in LA,
It is.
waiting lists and things of the sort that you wouldn't get other cities, but you still get the beautiful weather.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, it's like 82 degrees outside.
Right?
It's amazing outside.
It's beautiful. This
I
weekend
had on a sweater. That's why I came in here with
this
tank
weekend. It was an incredible weekend.
It
Everyone's
was.
over there like
It
in
was
the
beautiful.
and sorry for all you ladies listening to the East Coast.
Coast.
Sorry.
But right here it was like summer.
Yeah,
all
here it was
over
like
again.
75, 78.
Oh, it was great.
It was great.
Sorry,
Nice
ladies. But we don't have schools. So there you go.
There you don't have to fight over getting into school.
Okay,
Well, in some
ladies.
cities, yeah.
We'll see you next week. Thank you. So where can we find you, Brittie? World City Center?
World City Center. I'm there every
Website?
day. www.wcc-la.com.
What's your Instagram handle?
World City Center.
Yeah, World City Center.
Awesome. Paulina, how
You
can we
can
get in
find
contact
us
with us?
With us, you can find us. You can follow us on Instagram at _Super Mamás. You can also follow us on our Facebook page, Super Mamás Podcast, and our website, www.supermamaspodcast.com.
Also, you guys don't forget to subscribe, whether you listen to us through iTunes or Stitcher or wherever you get your podcast from. And through our website, when you go into their contact page, you can also you see our phone number listed there is 424-326-3707, 424-326-3707. We haven't played messages in a while, but I promise I'm going to make a note of doing that soon. Leave us a message, girls. We always love listening to your voices. There's so many ways you can get in contact with my sister and I. Subscribe to our newsletter, join our closed group on Facebook.
Yes.
Again, if you visit our website, supermamaspodcast.com, you can find all that information under contact.
Yes.
And you can also send us an email. And you can also just send us information.
Or just come to the restaurant.
Or come to the restaurant. So much easier. Say hello. For those of you who live in LA. All right, ladies, we are out. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies. Super Mamás.
Super Mamás.
Bye.